So once you've decided what to fill your pie with, you can go on and continue assembling the pie. So for us, what we're gonna do is an apple pie. Now I made a video of how to pre-cook your apples. One of the good secrets to an apple pie not having a soggy bottom, that's one of the hardest things about making apple pie that can be a little disappointing, is you go to all this work and you cut up all these apples and then you put them in a pie and the bottom stays like really soggy when you cut the pie open. And it's one of those things that can be like a lot of hard work, and you still eat it for sure, but it makes it, when you pre-cook the apples, that helps you not get that soggy bottom, because what we did is we used some cornstarch to thicken up these natural juices instead of that water that comes out of the apples just making the pie crust soggy. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put my top crust on. I rolled this out. You don't have to do a top crust. You could do a crumble topping, which would be like what they call a Dutch apple pie. That is a way that you can do this. Okay, and what you'll do is, I'm gonna do is fold over, or fold under. I'm actually folding this top crust so that it tucks right under the bottom crust. And some of this might be way too much extra. Yeah.
So how do you know that your pie is going to rise? Is there something that tells you if it's going to rise?
That's a great question. Your pie actually isn't going to rise because there's no leavening in this really. So what this really is this is a pastry dough, and your pastry dough definitely has just shortening and sugar and salt, but it has no leavening agent, so it's not going to rise like a cake. That's a great question.
So, but I don't know why they make it so it has this huge hump in the movies and stuff.
Ooh, I will tell you exactly how that works. All right, so so then if I'm answering Audrey's question correctly, and I just said that a pie won't really rise. Well, it's not going to rise because of any sort of leavening agent. It will rise because when you're baking with fruit in the middle, for sure, steam is going to build up in there. When the liquids inside the fruit filling build up, they're going to need to escape because it's going to start lifting this top crust. So we can't leave this solid like this. We have to cut some holes in it so steam can escape, which is why you will see that sometimes there's those slits that almost look like a snowflake on top. That's why. It's so that you can let that steam escape out of the center of your pie.
So do you think we're going to do the snow?
Absolutely. We are going to cut it. So now that we have our top crust on, now I'm going to try and flute this. And this is not my best talent, I will tell you that. I struggle with fluting. It is not easy for me. I feel like Miss Wilkins does it way better than me.
Well, I'm fluting pretty good.
You are.
See?
I'll keep going this way.
My fluting is very well right now.
You're fluting very well right now? Like Lizzo on the flute?
Wait, who's Lizzo? Who in the world is Lizzo?
She sings songs that you might know.
Like what?
She sings Feeling Good as you know what?
Feeling good.
Good as hell.
No. Wow.
All right, so we've got our pie there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knife from my butter, and I am going to cut some slits for steam to escape.
That's looking pretty cool. And you know how we saw it in the video where it has a little cherry? Mom, do you think we're going to be able to maybe use some of this extra dough to create an apple or something? Can I help create something?
That's a great idea.
Oh, I have a perfect one and I know how to make it.
Okay, you want to make pie decoration. Now the other thing that I'm going to do is I am going to do an egg wash on this so that I get a golden top, and I'm going to sprinkle some crystally sugar on top. And so I will do that and pop it in the oven, and we'll show you guys when it comes out.
So I'm going to try to roll.
Okay, so now we formed our pie, and we have a heart shape with the rest of our pie.
That I made.
That Audrey made. And so I have an egg that I cracked in here, and what I'm going to do is just add a couple, I'm going to use my water again, and just do a couple teaspoons or tablespoons of water, and break this up to make an egg wash.
Yeah, because it's kind of like it's kind of like bubble bath because it's egg wash. So it's kind of like water.
Yeah. So what I'm going to use is I have some white sparkling sugar that this was in like the cake decorating section. I use this on top of muffins or anything like that. But it's nice to make for crystally sugar. But you could use regular granulated sugar on here too, if you want. And you don't have to use sugar at all. I'm just going to do it because I think it makes that lovely sort of a really cool, like crunchy, sugary topping. And the egg wash is going to give it that beautiful golden brown color. So with a pastry brush, I'm just going to do the whole top of the pie plus the edges. Yes, Audrey?
Can I try doing the egg wash thing?
Sure. Do you want to take some and paint it along the edges, being very careful not to like destroy our flute?
Like right here?
No, actually more on the fluted edges. You can get some more if you need some more. It's not going to be perfect.
I know, it's just I'm trying to get it like...
Yeah, you just have to be gentle so that you don't mush the actual pastry.
Yeah, because this can actually mush it.
Well, yeah, because it's still pretty soft. You know, we just worked with the dough. It's not refrigerated or anything. It's just kind of, you know, it's getting softer and softer. So if we were to really smash this brush into it, it would make a brush dent.
See, like how I kind of...
Yeah. So anywhere where some of that egg is gathering, we'll just kind of...
Oh, no!
Spread it out. Oh, that's okay.
Here, do you want me to like...
We're good. I think that's enough. And now I'm going to take some of this, and I'm actually going to pour some in my hand, and you can help me.
Okay. So
And we're going to use a pinch, and we're going to go like that. Yeah, just like we do when we do sprinkles on other stuff.
I kind of want to put a lot on the heart so that it stands out. Like...
This way, when people bite into the pie, they'll get that crunchy sugar on the top. Here, we'll get a little more.
So, we made blueberry muffins recently, right?
Yep.
So I have a question. Is this the same thing you put on top of the blueberry muffins?
It is. It made that like crunchy top, just like when you go to the bakery.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and so now our pie is ready to go in the oven. Now I am going to put it on a cookie sheet. So Audrey, could you get that cookie sheet off of the table there?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to pop it in the oven at 400 and bake it, and we'll come back and show you what the final product looks like.
Yep.
All right.
Should I
Yep.
pause it?